I'm out.
This is where it now belongs. In the garbage.
Así destruyen estos 85 botes.
You guys see that right there? I was just talking to the gas station attendant. There was a bunch of dudes in line, and I just sounded off. I'm like, hey, excuse me, guys. And the whole line turned and looked at me, and I said, will any of you guys ever buy Bud Light again? And all these rednecks that live around me, and I are one too, they're like, nope, never. And the attendant, you know, I think they perked up in that they realized we haven't been selling a lot of Bud Light lately. And I'm like, and you never will, gents. And they said, we'll have them come pick it up next Tuesday. So, fun time. My little town is holding the line. And some dude in line said, hey, go woke, go broke. And so, good times.
This one's for all the men out there who work all day, come home, and just want to drink a cold beer. I haven't drank a beer in 5 years. I'll never drink Anheuser-Busch again in my life. So cheers to all the beers out there, but fuck Bud Light. God, that's good.
Welcome back to Totally Based. I'm Joey Gaskin, and today we got to talk about the UFC's new partnership with Bud Light. But before we do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you never miss out on new content from me. Now let's get to it. All right, guys, so you're not going to believe this, and you're probably not going to like it either, but the UFC just signed a 6-year contract for $100 million with Bud Light, making Bud Light the official sponsor of the UFC. Now, to quickly recap, I'm pretty sure most of us remember what took place this past summer when Bud Light did a content partnership with trans influencer Dylan Mulvaney, which made it so obvious that they were clearly out of touch with their base. After all, the people that drink Bud Light probably don't agree with the same ethics as someone like a Dylan Mulvaney. And in the same manner, the people that watch the UFC probably don't want to align themselves with a pansy beer like Bud Light. But it appears everyone has a price, and that includes UFC CEO Dana White. Listen as he did his best to explain his.
So they purposely went with you. Tell us about it.
Yeah, well, first of all, let me start with, they were the first beer company that we really did business with. They're our first real big sponsor when we were getting started, and now we're back with them. And going into this deal, I know all the controversy and everything else, but for myself, going into a long-term deal with another sponsor, I want to be with somebody that I'm actually aligned with. And I know people were upset with what they did, but I'm looking at all the good things that they do. They employ 65,000 Americans. They have thousands of vets that work for them. They spend $700 million a year with U.S. farmers using their crops to make their products, and many, many other great things that Anheuser-Busch has done in this country. And those are the things that I'm focused on. When I look at a long-term sponsor that's going to be, we're going to do a 6-year deal here. I want to be with somebody that I'm aligned with. All those things that I just mentioned to you are what I'm all about. And not to mention, they have this thing called Folds of Honor. I'm very big into law enforcement and military. And over the last, I don't know how many years, they've spent like $45 million taking care of, these servicemen and first responders who have died, taking care of their families, scholarships for their kids and things like that. So I am very aligned with Anheuser-Busch.
All right, so let me be clear about a few things. There were other beer companies that wanted to partner with you, correct? You certainly, I know you don't need the money because you have more money than anyone could ever want in probably 4,000 lifetimes. So you didn't do it for the money. You didn't do it, you did it for the reasons stated, but you also knew, and it's already happening on social media, that you'd be attacked. You'd be accused of selling out. I want you to respond to those people.
Well, let's be clear. When you do sponsorships, you definitely do sponsorships for the money, too. Money is definitely a part of it, but money was not the decision-making. There wasn't the reason that I made the decision. All the things that I just told you are why. I mean, there's more to being aligned with a sponsor, a major sponsor like that, for as long as I'm going to be. There are many other things that are important to me other than just the money. And the people that were all involved in this negotiation on every side absolutely positively know that my choice was not determined by money.
Yeah, I know that. You know, one of the things that I would say is, you know, when you factor in what you said about their support of the military, when you factor in that they support U.S. farmers, when you factor in, for me, the most important things, I knew it and it did happen. I knew great people that work for Budweiser once the beer sales slipped dramatically, because it was a strong message that what the hell are you doing? Why are you diving into these cultural wars? It was stupid. Sorry, at that time, your new partner was being stupid. They should never have gotten into the political arena like that. But I do think, and I hope this, and I'm a Christian, I believe in second chances, forgiveness, right? I'm hoping that maybe for the sake of the people that need their career jobs back to pay their mortgages, car payments, rent, and need those career jobs and get their health insurance back, that maybe people might consider giving them another chance with the clear understanding if they screw up again like this, they're never coming back. And you might be the guy that's able to bridge that gap, maybe to give this company another chance and maybe give another look at it. And I know how much you were offered from other companies. It wasn't about the money. But yeah, everything's about the money, but it's not. So I hope for the workers that it works out for them, because they were innocent victims in this, and they're good people that need those jobs. So I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, you know, that's what I say too. And it's about, listen, like I said before, they run their business, they do their thing. They do a lot of great things. They do a lot of great things. They employ 65,000 people in this country. They take care of farmers. And did you know that when there's big disasters, they shut the plant down and they turn it into a water bottling facility? And they bottled like 100 million bottles of water that they've sent out to disaster areas. I'm going to focus on the good that they do. We are very aligned in many different areas, and that's why they're going to be my partner for the next 6 years.
I'm sorry, I just don't agree with that. I mean, there are a lot of bad people who do a lot of good things. And, you know, just to give an extreme example, someone like Adolf Hitler, I'm pretty sure he did something good in his life. He had to do something good. You know, that's the same logic that he's using when he's saying, oh, well, they help farmers, they help veterans. I'm sorry, that doesn't just nullify the fact that they're promoting mental disorders. I mean, come on, teaching little boys that they can be little girls. I'm not down with that, you know, and if values really matter, if morals and ethics and principles really matter, they will be consistent. These businesses are out here just prostituting themselves for ESG scores just so that they can get money. And if that's how you have to function as a business, I don't want to do business with you. Dana White's perspective only makes sense from a personal perspective, but from a business perspective, you got to think about your audience. You got to think about the fact that your fighters probably don't want to fight underneath the Bud Light banner, you know, and your viewers certainly don't want to watch Bud Light ads as they watch UFC fighting. So it's just a lose-lose for everyone. And to be fair, if he was smart, he would have thought about what took place this past summer, because that can certainly happen to the UFC. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, you like the content that I'm bringing to you, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.